welcome back, ladies and gents, to part 2 of the Ibanez Performance 12-string guitar. Got the clamps off of it, the bridge is glued on, and she is looking good. But I found something in this guitar that a major problem. Well, a couple of them. One of them, I'll just tell you now, the truss rod is tight. It was locked up, man. I've been, you know, put a drop of oil on it and wait a day or two or a few hours and different times. And finally I got it loosened up and it does work. So that's, I hope, no longer a problem. But wait till you see what I found in this guitar. It's unbelievable, man. I don't know how we're going to fix this. Well, just hold on. Let me get the camera here angle and I'll show you. You are never going to believe this in 100 years. I was working, I kept, well, let me just show you. Just dig this, man. Look what came out of the hole, man. A cue ball. Cue ball was down inside of that hole, and it's hard to tell how long she'd been in there. She couldn't get out because the strings was on the guitar. Go here, girl. It's okay. Go here. It's okay. Good girl. All going. So anyways, I don't know how that happened, but hold on. So yes sir, got the clamps off, everything looks good. It's a good flat glue job. I buffed the top of it too, I buffed the finish. It was kind of needed cleaned up pretty bad, so boy, she's got a shine on her now. I'm going to buff the whole guitar. I see a place I missed there. I'm going to buff the whole guitar once I get it all back together. But I just wanted to tell you, show you, don't ever buy one of these. It's this comes from Stumac, by the way. It's not good for much. It's got a mirror in the end of it, as you can see there. And when you unscrew the handle, a light comes on. And you can adjust the light to shine into the mirror and bounce off back into whatever you're looking at, back in the guitar hole. There you can kind of see how it works. Maybe don't get one. They're shit. I don't know what I paid for it. I can't remember. I've had it a long time, but don't get one. They're shit. They're no good. Anyways, I've already done this. Yeah, I think you can see that. Well, maybe you can't. Anyways, put a straight edge on the fingerboard, and it is perfect, man. Slides right back over top of that bridge. All I need is a saddle. Now, where's the saddle at? Oh, God. What do I do with this? There. Here we go. Yeah, that's the right one. So, we're going to string this puppy up. I don't know if I got that in there right. Yeah. I'm going to string this bad boy up, and of course, like I say, I checked the truss rod, and it is, oh man, it took me 5 days, I think, maybe 6, just to get that truss rod loosened up enough where it would make a difference in the relief in the neck. It had a forward bow this way. It had way too much relief in it. So I finally got the truss rod loosened up and got it flat. It's level, flat right now. And that's a big improvement from what it was, because like I say, it had a horrendous forward bow in it. So I'm going to string it up now. I'm not going to bore you with me winding all these strings and putting them back in the holes and all this crap. So I'm not going to hold you up there. I'm just going to, well, maybe I should take that mirror out. I'm just going to put strings on it, and then I'll bring you back when we start to set the relief and stuff up, show you the frets and the whole thing. So hold on for that. So I thought I'd maybe better show you a little bit of what's going on here, or this video might be too short. We wouldn't want that. I'm up to the set of 5th strings. I've said this before in a lot of videos. You should always put the same pins back in the same holes, because they wear differently. different gauge strings, different size strings, different balls, string balls. The way companies make them, that's all, you know, it's all different. So you should always try to put the same pins back in the same holes. You could even take, I don't know, like a marker or something to mark the numbers on, you know, the pins of what strings they are, what strings they go to. First, second, third, fourth, whatever. So you can always put the same pins back in the same holes every time. That is very important, guys. You should always do that. Fifth string tenor. Well, it won't be long now. Hopefully everything will go smooth from here. We won't have any more problems or any unforeseen crazy shit happen, like it so frequently does. Anyone that works on guitars knows about that. Buddy, we're almost home. I can see the lights of home. Sixth big string. I have these pins laid out. When I took them out, I was very careful about how I laid them up there, because, well, just because what I just said, baby. You want to put the same pins back in the same holes. My oxygen line is getting in the way. I got to get that off of this guitar. I may need that oxygen hose tonight. One to go. I don't know if I made mention or not, but I did tighten. Several keys were really loose, and I checked them all, tightened up. I think there was 3 of them that was really pretty bad loose. So tighten those up, got those oiled up and working really nice now. Plus it will be, it should stay in tune a lot better too. Oh, I finally get my oxygen tube back. Yeah, baby. Be able to breathe again. That works really nice for that. If you have someone that's on oxygen, they recommend you change the tube now and then. And it works great. The old ones work great for tying your strings off. Now, we got to check that relief and all that stuff. And I do believe we may have to take some material off of the saddle. Maybe not. Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to have to take material off of this saddle. Those strings are still pretty high. And I'll get it up to pitch, and then I will bring you back, and we will decide what's going on with the whether we need to take some off this saddle or not. I can't tell until I get it up to pitch and get the relief set and all that jazz. So hold on, I'll bring you back after I get all that done. Well, folks, I had company, and they left, and I just went ahead and I had to took all the measurements I needed, and to get the action down to near 4/64ths, I had to take 1/64th off of the bottom of the saddle to get that action down to 4/64ths here. I'm getting ready to check the neck relief. I already set it at 12 thousandths. I just want to make sure it stays there. This guitar is going to sound good, I think. Let's see. Where is my feelers gauge? Here we go. We'd like to see about 12 thousandths relief in that. Here's the 12. Just like before, capo on the 1st fret, note the 17th fret, check 7th, 8th, and 9th for your relief. Boy, she stayed right there. Hasn't moved. That just slides in there perfectly. So the relief is good. Well, I said it before, but I just wanted to check it now and make sure it hadn't moved any more or presented any surprises. We don't like surprises in this business. So I want to check the string height again now. And I want to do that in playing position, because playing position, because that's where it counts. String height on the bass side at the 12th fret is still at 5/64. Man, that's way lower than it was when it came here. Treble side, high E string, 4/64. 5/64 and 4/64, so we can live with that. I'm not even going to touch that. So the old Ibanez Performance lives again to see another day, to pick another party. I think that's pretty much it. Let me get the camera. Well, I got to buff this thing yet. I got fingerprints all over the top that I buffed, and it's got to be cleaned up first, so hold on. Sometimes you just can't keep your tools organized well enough. My God, look what a mess. Look at this. Horrendous. She sounds pretty sweet, I gotta say it. If you can get it in tune, I never could tune one of these things, man. It's still not in tune. I should make mention, a lot of stuff went on without the camera running. After I had company, I kind of forgot where I was with the on video. So I went ahead and I checked the intonation. It was okay. Checked it in playing position too, because that's very important. I don't think you should ever check intonation with it laying on its back like that. So I checked the intonation with it in playing position. It was all good. New strings definitely would be a plus, but I'm not sure how old these are, but they don't look that bad. But new strings is always good, you know, so that would definitely be an improvement for it. The bridge is holding well. I'll get the glare off of it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you can see it there, it hasn't moved, and it's perfect, man. It's beautiful, beautiful. Just a wonderful piece of guitar all around. I got to buff the back of it and the sides of it and stuff yet. I did buff the front, but the top. So that's about all I can give you on this one, guys. I'm just way too heavy-handed to play very much on this, but give you an idea there what it sounds like. Still out of tune, but I had it in tune and everything was good. I just need to touch it up. By the way, I was always taught, and I broke a lot of these high third strings. I always tune these a step low. I have always done that. I've owned 2 or 3 12-string guitars and worked on a lot of them, and I always tell people, you know, tune them a step down, and if you want to play in G, put a capo on the A on the 2nd fret and play in G. That will put you in regular G tuning. But I have broken so many strings that, I don't know if you call it the 6th string of a 12 or the high 3rd string, that one. I have broke many of those trying to tune it up to 440 pitch. That should be an F. So I always recommend tuning them a step down, and then, like I say, put a capo on the 2nd fret, play in G position if you want to play in the natural G chord, rather than try to tune this thing up to that, because I guarantee you that string right there will be the first one to break when you start tuning a 12 string up into you know, regular guitar tuning. This thing really does sound good. Even out of tune, it sounds good. Tune even worse. I can't play with these tiny strings. It's just too heavy-handed for it. So I want to keep it a couple more days and watch the bridge and check everything after a couple days. It needs humidified big time. There is a major drop-off right here. We call it a hump. And it's because this guitar is so dry. I think rehumidifying it from the inside and out will help that a lot. It's not going to go completely away, but I think it'll help it, you know, for the most part. You know, you're not going to be playing down in there anyway. It plays fine all the way down here, but you know, from the body joint to 14th fret down, you can see that fall away, or hump, or whatever you want to call it. Ski jump if it comes up the other way, I guess, but this one falls down. So You know, humidification may help that, it may not. I don't know. We're going to try it and see before I send it back. But it's ready to go. It's ready to hit the road. Back to its rightful owner, who I'm sure is probably missing it. Got it all out of tune now. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks. I hope somebody maybe picked up a few tips on this series of a two-part video on this. And I appreciate all the new subscribers and the old ones alike. Thank you guys for hanging around through all this stuff, and I hope somebody benefited from it. I'll see you on the next video, folks. Take care. Look what came out of the hole, man.